Crazy Fish Farmer here. I'm working on another project. This project, I'm using a 5-gallon bucket. I've basically taken an old 5-gallon bucket and turned it into this right here. Now this is the first stage of the project, but in this video I just want to show you how I turned a normal 5-gallon bucket into what you see right here. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll see you here in a minute. Alright, I found an old 4x4, a couple of them laying around. So what I did is I chunked them up with a chainsaw, and I'm going to cut them into strips, little 1x strips about like this. It's about 1 3/4 inches by a little under 1 inch. I just cleaned them up and make sure they were, you know, one size. It really didn't matter, just as long as they're we can put them around that bucket. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put this piece. I need a few more pieces to complete what I've already done. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this one up and hopefully turn it into some little 1x's like that. So we'll see you in a little bit. What I'm going to do now is cut the 2 rings, the bottom ring and the top ring for the bucket. And all I'm doing is just basically putting the bucket down and then drawing a circle around it. Now this will give us our bottom. And then what I've got to do is take and put an outside ring around this, and I'll mark that out here in a second, and that'll be where we nail these little 1x's to create a like a whiskey barrel type effect. But for now I'm just getting the rings marked out so I can come back and make them, or cut them out rather. Alright, now what I need to do is find my compass. And what I'll do is I'll lay my compass on here and then just make a line all the way around it, about 1 inch. We want it to stick off that bucket about 1 inch. For that, these pieces of wood can be nailed right on the outside of it, right like that. Alright. we got the two rings done, the bottom ring and the top ring. Now my idea is to take these little 1-bys and then tack them right onto the side right there, all the way around. Make it look like a barrel, like a wooden barrel, instead of just a bucket. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get all my equipment together to go ahead and nail this together, and we'll get going. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, after cutting this bottom ring to the bottom and about an inch round at the bottom, what happened is it was too narrow at the bottom and it followed the taper of the bucket. So every board that I put on there, each one I put on was a little off, so it kept getting crooked. So what I had to do is recut it and make it the same size as the top. So now it should run straight up and down all the way around instead of tapering down at an angle. It could be done like that, but you'd have to cut all these at that angle. And I really don't want to go through all that. All I'm wanting to do is create a rustic looking bucket, or a pail, I guess you can call it. But so now I fixed that, so I've got to remount all these pieces. So that's what I'm going to do now, is go ahead and re-tack these on. See you in a little bit.